What's up? This is Witt from Cane Hill, and you're watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I would like to welcome you to my interview with Witt from Cane Hill. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm tired.
Yeah? I like that little, you did a nice little nod there though, like to Cane Hill. That's pretty good.
It's interaction with the camera. Make love to it.
Is that a tip going forward?
No. Don't do what I do.
Aside from tired, a little sleepy, everything going well?
Yeah. We were just up late going through immigration last night, and I wanted my sleep, and I didn't get it.
No smooth sailing coming in, or?
It was pretty smooth. We had
Good.
like one or two problems, but we always do at any kind of border. But then I got like 5 hours sleep, woke up in a freezing cold Home Depot parking lot. It was great.
Does that throw you a lot, just waking up and having no idea where you are?
I'm like 90% sure I'm waking up in a Walmart every time I wake up, so I have like a vague idea of where I'm at.
Okay.
I know where they have the bathrooms in any kind of setup of Walmart. They've got like 3 different layouts, and I understand all of them.
Okay, I love that. You've got it down to an art.
No, it's a science.
Oh, sorry, excuse me, a science.
It's not very artsy.
Well, it's a super exciting time because Too Far Gone is officially out. Congratulations
yes,
on
thank
that.
you very much.
You're very welcome. Is it a relief now that everybody can get to hear it finally?
Yeah, it was really stressful. Didn't know how anybody was going to react to it because it was kind of a left turn from what we were doing in some places. But everyone seems to like it more than what we did in the past, so I feel like we've put our best foot forward, which is always nice.
There are apparently some really cool noises in New Orleans that you were able to sample on the album. So what were some of the things that you picked up?
One of the biggest one was in our song "Singing in the Swamp." I'm not sure if we did any sounds in the rest of the record. I couldn't tell you. Production's like not my thing. But in "Singing in the Swamp," we the house we rehearse at and basically live at is James's backyard, a guitarist. So we took the sound of all the cicadas and his dogs barking in the night, a rainstorm that we got once or twice, and just kind of condensed it into that song. That way it kind of felt like home and gave an accurate vibe, like set it up to be like, hey, this is what it sounds like in our actual lives.
Yeah. Is it important for you to have a little piece of New Orleans in there? Or?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think no matter what, we have a little bit of it in everything we do just because it's what we've grown up around. It's embedded in us. I mean, there's a different kind of culture in Louisiana than the rest of the states. Kind of like how you have Quebec in the middle of the country, and it's like you cross that border, it's like French. Shit.
Yeah.
And Louisiana, you cross and it's like just weird.
Okay. Yeah, really, eh?
Yeah, it's a strange.
What?
Hey.
Oh.
No, I've been
Welcome to Canada.
mental notes of when every time anyone says it.
What's your count?
2.
2. Okay.
My mental notes aren't gonna go past that much farther. But yeah, the music always kind of has a little bit of New Orleans in it, whether it's the groove or the laid backness of some songs, whatever.
I know a big theme to this album, especially lyrically when I was listening to it, is death and mortality, which in turn helped you appreciate life a little bit more. So why did you decide to tackle that?
With Smile, everything was about like, oh, I can't die, I'm invincible, because I hadn't really tried to die too much, I guess. And then we lived that way for a bit, and we did almost die a lot, and we had a lot of really good realizations about
some
ourselves.
Wake-up calls.
Yeah, a bunch of wake-up calls. I mean, one small thing that almost happened is we were in the UK, and this was just because there was weed. I saw the rest of the band walk away, and I was like, oh shit, we're going to fucking smoke, and I didn't look where I was going, and I had to jump over the hood of a car going like 30 miles per hour because it was going to hit me, but it was worth it. And that's just one of the small ones. That seems like the more appropriate one to talk about because it's simpler and not as absolutely awful.
That is simple compared to the other stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why Too Far Gone is kind of about the understanding of death and the futility of trying to avoid it, or even the futility of trying to chase it, because I think we spent too much time chasing it. There were moments where we'd be sitting there and whatever we had done had made us understand our subconscious on a lot deeper and darker level. I remember one time I was laying in my bunk on Warped Tour, and my subconscious was just telling me that I had to die for this. That if I wanted to make the art that I wanted to make, I had to do what all of my idols did, which was get addicted to substances, make poor decisions, and almost die or die in the process of making it that way. It's something worth writing about, and it worked.
Almost getting there, turn things around.
Yeah, I didn't quite have to die to do it, but yeah, maybe that was like the long road to getting good content for songs, but it was worth it, in my opinion. For me, not for anyone else.
Well, the album appropriately ends with the song "The End," and it's my favorite track off of the whole album.
Oh, really?
I love it lyrically. It's
amazing.
amazing.
That one's very polarizing. Some people seem to hate it. Some people say it's great.
I can understand why, because it's really you either are on one end or the other, right? Well, the line that I love the most from that track, it's the line, "Here's a child who holds a hand, looking up but not within, crying out for something more, but you don't know there's no reward." So tell me a bit about that. Why did you decide to tackle something so controversial as well?
Oh, that's been our thing. I mean, I had actually had a lot of conversations with James, our guitarist, again, about maybe not tackling religion on this album, just because everyone, including myself, I felt like maybe we had too much in the past, or we had already gotten out of the way, but I wanted to do it in a different way than usual. Like last album we had The New Jesus, which was kind of just like spitting in the face of religion, and we had Sunday School before that, which was about how my very Christian family reacted to me becoming an or telling them that I'm an atheist. And this time I wanted to take more of a mature route, and instead of being so angsty, just kind of level with people about the honesty of how I feel about religion, which is that it's a facade, in my opinion, that you are taught to believe all of these things and their moral guidelines, and but the problem within it is that it polarizes you from a lot of other groups, because intertwined in the messages of love or repentance and acceptance is just downright hate. Any kind of deviation from what one person might believe is an atrocity to them, and it's done nothing but cause social and economic problems and political problems for centuries. It is the root of evil in my head, and it's incredibly egotistical and narcissistic, and people raise their children and people spend their entire lives believing in something that is not there for them. It's not gonna reach out and help them through hard times unless it's them getting themselves through the hard times through that belief, which I understand as a crutch. Sometimes some people need it.
Yeah.
They can't accept the idea that there is nothing else and this is all they're given because of maybe how their life has gone or where they're at. And I think that's incredibly sad, because it shouldn't be like that in a world that there is not actually a God after it. This is your heaven and your hell, and unfortunately it's more hell for some people than it is for others. So I just wanted to be as transparent as I could about how I feel about religion in this one.
Was that hard for you to kind of come around in that sense, to write so openly about something, or in as far as religion goes, or did it come pretty easily?
It was pretty easy, I think, just because I had spent so much time thinking about it. I had these notes in my phone that I had made up over the past year and a half, all just random lyrics that I came up with wherever I was. But then I had another page that was just dedicated to how I feel about religion. We were trying to do a song, which we might end up doing at some point, where it details the process of losing my faith and the realization of losing my faith, and why I did it, and why I disagreed with religion in a much more personal way, instead of being a song that's mostly dedicated to the lack of afterlife and the lie that's given to people. It's more of a personal and emotional like flowing of consciousness from me. But I've always been pretty good at coming up with super atheist lyrics.
I'd have to agree with that.
Yeah, it's one of my fortes.
Well, you're now taking the record out on the road with Of Mice and Men, Blessthefall. It's a super stacked lineup going on.
It's a good tour.
I'm assuming so, yeah. I'm excited to see the show tonight.
It should be fun.
The one thing that I did want to bring up is the fact that you guys go by Do Bad Shit. So have you been living up to that on this tour?
Oh, man. If you notice, we don't have the t-shirts that say We Do Bad Shit anymore. If you go ever look at any of our merch anywhere, it's pretty much gone.
Okay.
So maybe this is the interview where I explain that we don't really do bad shit anymore.
Ooh.
With Too Far Gone and everything that led up to it, we took a huge break from alcohol and drugs. We are finally exactly where all of the old rock stars took like 30 years to get to. We're like, oof, that was exhausting. Let's just smoke weed. So now we smoke good shit.
So maybe you should do good shit. You could change that. I think it's still in your Twitter. It's floating around in a couple spots. So do good shit.
I probably smoked too much to realize that. I should probably go through and see what our social media looks like at this point, because I have neglected it.
Yeah, you just don't know anymore.
I never look at our own page. I just look at notifications, and I don't really look at what we're broadcasting to people, I guess. But yeah, I don't even necessarily know if we do good shit. I think that's
just do shit.
We do shit. Sometimes a lot of it is sleep.
I like that. Do shit and sleep.
Do shit and sleep.
It's a good motto.
Yeah. Very basic. I think anyone can agree with that. Yeah, I do shit and sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It rolls off the tongue.
Fantastic. New motto.
Well, I know some fans have actually seen you for a second, third time on this tour, but are there any bands that you've seen a couple of times that you've gone out of your way to see?
I'm the wrong guy to ask that. I'm so bad at going to concerts. Most of it's laziness, and I don't like loud environments, which is ironic.
I know.
Yeah. I know. That's the reaction I get usually when I say that.
Okay.
But I've gone out of my way to see Ben Folds.
Love Ben Folds.
Only in Canada do I ever hear someone immediately go.
Another guy with some pretty good atheist lyrics.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Oh man, I tell you, he is one of the sparks in my life that made me realize I was atheist. I used to listen to him when I was like 8, and I'd be sitting there, didn't understand the lyrics. I was like, whatever.
I was the same way. Then you listen to it when you grow up and you rediscover
like,
it all. Yeah.
Damn, that's some deep shit. And definitely that and Let Live. What was Day 54, 43, Day something? They have a song called Day something, and I'm a dick for not remembering. But
I'm gonna look that up.
That's kind of another song that definitely made me question my faith, which is so weird that songs, just a simple 4-minute thing, can like make you actually question a lifetime of faith that you've had. And it's weird, but yeah. So Ben Folds, I've gone out of my way to see.
Nice.
I saw 2 boy bands when I was a kid. I saw fucking Backstreet Boys.
That's how you haven't. How many people you haven't seen? It goes back to you having to resort to people you saw growing up.
I mean, I've seen bands because I tour with them.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
I saw Atreyu for like...
I'm sure you saw them many times.
2 weeks straight. I've seen Bullet at, let's say, like 63 shows probably. So I've seen bands.
What was your first gig?
My first gig that I saw?
Yeah.
I think it was Backstreet Boys.
Okay.
I had a sister who was older than me and made the decisions, but I also can't sit here and like pretend that I don't know very many Backstreet Boys songs.
You mean if they come on once in a while, you'll just kind of let it go?
You will see my mouth move with every word in them, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
I fuck with boy bands.
Okay. I like discovering that. That's cool.
Their hits, the bass lines and the grooves of 90s pop music are crazy. The vocal harmonies are out of this world, and they danced while they did it, and I have no rhythm, so it's kind of just like one of those things that's impressive to me.
So we won't see you integrating any of these dance moves on stage now?
Probably not,
okay. No. Well, let's wrap things up. I do want to bring it to the fans. Is there anything you want to say, just as we part ways with everybody right now?
Thanks for listening to me rant, and sing, and yell at you. Buy our album. Thank you. That's
Very well put. Thank you so much for joining me.
Of course, this has been a fun one.
It's awesome to hear. And remember, to everyone viewing, you can visit us at musicblogger.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more. See ya.